Hey guys, real quick video. Y'all know how much these freaking gooseneck lights are. I was looking at some. I wanted something for my lathe and the milling machine, and just one light for both would have been, fine. But I wanted a gooseneck head, so you can move it around and do whatever. But I needed it to work, and let me turn it off right now. I needed it to work for both machines. So you're looking at about $10. I had this one at square tubing left over. These were cut off pieces that were just laying around not being used. That actually is a piece of 3/4 back there in the back, the upright. So all I did was put a piece of, in fact, Stobart did most of that for me. Put a piece of, I guess that looks like 3/16" flat, and countersink some holes in it, and welded that square tube into that. And on the top of that, welded in just a plug, basically. Drilled a hole and put a bolt through it, 1.5" bolt. And I have a locking nut, nylon insert nut there. That arm comes over, another locking nut here, and then goes over, and that's just a piece of, I don't know if it was 1.5" or 2x2. Let's see, that's 1.5" by 1.5" angle. Just welded onto the side of it. And then I took a $7 light. Oops, hang on one second. $8 light, from that I found at Walmart on online, and that was a base that had attached to it, just a heavy base. I just took it off and run the wire down, and anyway, so the wire runs down the top of this, bottom of this one, actually bottom side of that one, and then just down the side, and I just have it wire tied. So I can move this, and as you can see, it's right over the top of the light. I can move it way out here. It articulates either way, and now I've got it right here by my mill. So if I want to, get right down there on it or get back, anyway, it's plenty of light. So that's the way it's hanging in there now. Well, pretty simple, really simple build, and then that just goes back around like that. Goes around like that, and keep it out of my eyes. And it's right above the milling machine, or the lathe now. And then here, I'm going to put a little mount, just clips on here. And if I want to put the camera, I've got the camera and I've got the light right behind it. Or come up top and, anyway, put it on a gooseneck too. Anyway, for $10, but I looked at a bunch of lights before I decided to build that. Just thinking things $150, $180, $200 for a nice light with a gooseneck. And this has one of the LED bulbs in it. So, it's plenty bright. Plenty bright. And anyway, thought you guys might like that. I think that was a mainstay light. Let me see if it's anything. There's nothing on the bottom of it. Oh, I can put a link to it anyway. It was Walmart, walmart.com. It's got a little switch up here, a little black rotating switch. And let's see, give you one more look at that. So from the light coming down, I just bored a hole in it. And if you got to cut the plug off to get it out of the base anyway. Right, so there's a hole coming out the base. So I could have taken a little cut off and just our bandsaw and made a slot here and slid the wire in and then stuck it down in there. But I had the end off anyway, so I knew I was going to wire tie it. So I just put made the extension cord longer, because initially it would only go down roughly there. So I just added some extra wire to it, and that runs all the way over the wall. But anyway, so that's 1 inch square tubing. That's 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, and it's welded on. Here, let me pull it over this way. Let's see if I can bring the light over here. It's just welded on right there, you know, so it doesn't go all the way down. So it left myself enough space here where the wire just kind of runs down in there. It's not crimped or anything like that. And then one piece of square tubing, and that's a 1.5 inch bolt. There's a washer, or I may have put two washers because I wanted to have the clearance for these zip ties. So 2 1/4 inch washers. I don't know, you tell me. Nope, there isn't one down there, 2 of them in there, and one of them up top with a nylon locking nut on it, so I don't have to tighten it down too tight. Same thing here. Actually, that's one washer, isn't it? One washer, a washer and a nut up there. Then I just snugged it down until it, you know, gave me a little bit of resistance. So it's, I can put it just about anywhere I want it. So this was scrap. Let's see, I think this is, I built that 1 inch shorter, obviously, because this was going to have to slide past the, I think this is 12 inches, that was 11 inches, that was 1.5 inches this way by 1.5 inches, yeah, 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches, okay, and I think that's 1/8 inch thick, yeah, and this is, I didn't worry about capping the ends or anything, that's 1/8 inch there, and this is actually 3/16 by 3/4, but it doesn't matter. It's because I didn't have any more 1 inch. I don't work with 1 inch that often, but I did have, I think, 14 inches of this and 16 inches of that, and that's 21 inches. Of course, you'll do it for whatever height you need, but 21 worked out good for me here, but I think I had like 24-inch piece of that. So anyway, I figured a light basically is what it cost me. I had a can of spray paint, and so light was like $8, but it came with an extra order, other stuff I was getting from Walmart. So anyway, there you go. I think that's a cool little setup. I can get all the light I need in here anywhere I need it. I mean, I could even bring it back here where I'm at now if I want to, and swing it down like that. I mean, I don't see any reason why I'd want to do that, but as you can see, there's probably, what is that? Well, 20, I forgot, 12 and 11? Is that what it was? Pretty sure. Well, anyway, about 20. Just say 20 inches. Well, plus the gooseneck. So anyway, so way more. You can make it whatever length you want. Whatever length you want, but it articulates, you know, however. See? Oops. Bright light. So, thought you guys might like that. Cheers.